It's been a while since I've said this about Frieren Beyond Journey's End, as much as I love this series, but I don't like to use this way too often, but absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Episode 36 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. What a fantastic episode. It's a nice like combination of like a little bit of insights in certain characters like Methode and the fact that she's part of this clan. It's getting into the whole like drama aspects behind Geno and how it seems like it's almost like he's trying to prove to himself that he cares about other people, and at the same time that innate nature of him to care about other people. The habits of humankind that this thing's talking about is literally Geno. You have it inside of you. You just gotta do it. I like it's totally opposite to what Sere was saying, like, you're just a horrible person with no kindness, stay that way, and walks away. It's like trying to bait him into showing his true side there. But yeah, then the action. The action was phenomenal. Like, all the animation set pieces just, oh, it's so freaking good. It's so freaking good. Just like overall, this entire episode, at some point, I'm like, God, this feels like a long episode, and I'm so loving it. I'm so loving it. Like, it didn't feel like it went by like in 2 seconds. I was just eating it all up. But anyways, let's get into the episode as proper, going through scene by scene. I'm going to start things off with, obviously, Geno and Stark against, or Volvt, I think his name is, yeah, Volvt. Oh, yeah, and also having that little brief moment where the little kid pops up, the little demon kid pops up and says, I did it, yay! It's where he's getting sliced in half. I was hoping the kid would live. I was honestly hoping that she would live, and my whole thought process there was like, yeah, it's like, they keep bringing these cute characters that pop up, and they're demons, and they just are, again, they're demons, so they're just monsters that eventually have to get killed. But I was hoping the fact that she was, fascinated by humans, that she'd be sticking around as like a regular character that pops up and like writes notes down about humans and what they're doing and then running away. The fact that they're obsessed with learning about humans, they don't want to harm the humans because they want to observe them. No. She just did the whole thing where she, looks like a really cute girl and then, oh, wait, I'm actually an innocent civilian, and then gets killed. I like the fact that Geno fell for it. Like, he felt for it even though he said my judgment was clouded. Like, he had that brief moment, that very brief moment where his judgment was clouded because all he could think about was his friend. And the fact that his friend, abandoned the fight in order to go save somebody. There's a civilian, a person, innocence. I gotta go save that thing. I did exactly what my friend did because I couldn't stop thinking about that. He's so haunted by his past and what his friend, his partner did, that he can't not do that. All he could think about is what his partner did and do that same thing. And then again, have that, kindness that leads to your early demise. He's still got to do it. Rushes over there, saves the little kid, gets stabbed. I knew it was going to be. I'm like, hey, like he said, there ain't no way in hell there's going to be somebody here. It's like, you see this random kid pop up. Like, how long ago this happened? Again, this entire place was decimated by demons. It's gonna be a demon. It's gonna be, there's for some reason they can look exactly like a little kid. But no, the rest of the fight was absolutely incredible. Just like Geno initially, it seemed like the whole wing thing was incredible. Like, it's allowing him to like do this weird spin attack that turns him to like a saw blade. He's like, throughout the fight, he's just chopping off limbs off of Volvt, just like turning into this spinning crow wing thing. And the entire time, Stark's over here just trying to do whatever he can. Stark, my God, my boy. He's grown so much. I think I want to get into Geno, but I want to get Stark out of the way first. Stark, this entire fight, you just see the growth of him as a warrior. Like, this entire fight, he is at Geno's side. He's constantly getting up there. He's constantly getting... This is like completely opposite to literally what he keeps saying. I'm a coward. I keep running away from things. I ran away from my home. You're here protecting this village. That's not something I could do. My boy Stark, look where you're at right now. Look what you're doing right now. You're literally doing it. You're protecting the town. You're protecting Geno. Like, you're doing such a good job, my boy. Just him constantly just throwing caution to the wind, constantly getting in there, constantly taking the hits. Even though he's told, don't take a direct attack, he keeps doing it. Why? Because he knows it's going to help Geno. He takes that front attack in order for this temporary drop of guard that Volvt has, and then Geno can come in there and get his hits in. Good job. You are a true warrior. You give me my shot that I needed. It's just good. Like, later part, just taking his axe and just chucking it at the thing, just climbing up, jumping on the dude's back. Like, everything he could possibly do. Like, short of him just biting into Volvt. Like, I was waiting for the moment that he would just bite into the Revolt's tail. Just like, okay, something like that. But Stark did a good job. And I like how the two of them form that bond at the very end, where it's like these two warriors that fought side by side, these two partners. Even to the end, they're like these true partners. Let's live long time, cross paths once again. Like, these two, I want to see them like being partners again in the future. It's so good. It's so good. And again, I think it is sort of therapeutic to Geno as we go back into Geno. And the idea that because they fought together and they beat a foe that took his partner and they both survived the end, that's the icing on the cake for everything, is the two of them surviving in the end, taking down this foe that once took his partner. It's so like poetry. But no, Geno this entire episode, so damn good. The earlier parts of it, again, is kind of pointing out the idea that he's trying to obviously undo this failure of the past. He failed to help his partner, and he feels like he's heartless. Again, having Serie basically pointing out the fact that he's lacking kindness and that he should stay that way, and that the fact that, yes, if you have kindness, if you do care about other people, it means you're going to live short life. It's almost like Serie is not insulting Geno. I mean, he points out, like, empty words. Like, even you can say empty words. You lack kindness, but stay that way. Like, Serie is not insulting Geno, but it does seem like they don't like that side of Geno. Like, it's almost like this is an asset. The fact that you lack kindness, it means that you're going to live longer. And it's almost like Serie wants to invest into Geno. Geno is a useful ally. But if he gets too much kindness, he's going to die. But it's also nasty. Like, Serie doesn't like seeing that, thinks it's disgusting, but at the same time acknowledge that it's an asset. So it's almost like Serie can't decide. Serie can't decide in the end. But again, I do believe the reason why Methode was sent with Geno was to kind of drag a little bit of that out of him. Because as we find out in this episode, that's like Methode's kind of specialty, is the fact that she is with a clan of people, of Genos, basically, of heartless people that are just obsessed with fighting demons. Because she's from a clan like that, but still has compassion, all the kindness and whatnot, she's the perfect person to be with Geno. Because she can sort of nudge him in a proper way and say, look, you forgot to say something. Oh, thank you. Hey, Geno, you forgot to do this one thing. But anyways, as the fight goes on, again, we have the moment where he's pushing down Volvt and he's like, I'm going to finish you off. You shut up, whatever. I'm just going to finish you off. I like the inclusion of this demon here that pops up because, again, it forces Geno to do a habit that this demon is talking about. This demon has observed all these humans and they keep doing this one habit. They protect these little kids. And so I had her do this in order to throw you off so that I can attack you. And that's what she says. Yay, look, I did it, Volvt. I did exactly what you did. I pulled it off. And he's like, thank you for your sacrifice. You did good, whatever. Like, they purposely did this because they assumed Geno was going to do it. So the fact that Geno does it does confirm the fact that he does, in fact, like many other people, have kindness. He's able to step up there and do that. I love that little kind of tidbit there. And again, he attributes it to his friend. But in actuality, it's him. Because as we see, as the fight progresses, they get towards the later part, we finally have that moment where you see the tenacity of these two warriors fighting up against Volvt, even though they're getting impaled like over and over again. I at some point had this like image in the top of my head, like this, the hearts of Stark and Geno are doing like matrix dodging, all these impalings. Like, how many times are we going to straight impale them right through the chest and it not hit their heart? Like, it keeps showing it like way up here. I feel like every time it's showing that it's going through the chest, through the heart cavity. But no, they're like dodging fatal wounds over and over again. But all the way to the end, they finally take him down, cut off his, head or his upper torso, finish him off, all that kind of stuff. I love this ending part. And this is like, unless it's like later on the manga, for some reason, it like flashbacks this moment. But literally right here in the manga, this is completely not existing. The anime, what it shows here is right after that fatal blow and the two of them fall down, there's a little bit of extra scenes here. It's the fact of Geno crawling desperately. I love the animation right here, that you can see the impact of his hands hitting the ground like he's clawing his way over to Stark. He's trying to get to Stark so badly, like he couldn't get to his partner. And he finally gets to Stark. And again, completely anime original here, we see in the following scene when she says, I prioritized Stark over you. It cuts over to Stark, and you see Fern, she's panicking, and Stark is wrapped with Geno's jacket. That wasn't in the manga. So they went and they emphasized the fact that Geno prioritized Stark's life. In the manga, it just kind of cuts straight to her saying, I prioritize his life, and she's like, yeah, he did a good job. But in the anime, it's more emphasized on the fact that Geno wanted to save Stark's life above his own. He prioritized wrapping Stark's wounds, stopping him from losing too much blood, so that eventually, when Methode shows up, again, anime original, he can point to Stark and say, go to him first. Go to him first. Save that boy. It was so good. It was so good. Showing how desperate Geno was to save his partner. He so badly wanted to make sure that Stark survived this. And he sacrificed his own life to make that happen. It's so good. Like, again, absolute cinema. Again, that whole scene with him crawling, just smacking his palms to the ground, just trying desperately to get over Stark, just so he can get to him and wrap his wounds. It's so good. It is so good. I love it. These two, Stark and Geno. I want like a side manga series of the two of them as partners. It'd be so freaking cool. I mean, they're a cool team too, because again, they're technically both like, Geno's not a frontliner, but he can fight in the front lines. He's like willing to be able to do that because he has the defense capabilities, as we see in this episode, and he has the ability to like go melee with his wings. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, yes, that whole thing there. And then yes, following that, she's like, hey, they're going to be here for a while. You want to stick around? I like how Methode's like, you know that she's recommending this because she just wants to sit there and head pat Frieren. But there's also the side of it like, Geno, you want to stay here. I know you want to stay here. Like, Geno was ready to leave. Like, he's like, yep, all right, good. My wounds are fine. I can deal with it now. Let's go. Let's just go back to, our next location that we got to go to. And Methode's like, hey, you might want to stay here for a little bit. Cute little scenes there, yeah, her petting Frieren and everything. And eventually, yes, leading to the goodbyes. Which I think, again, the goodbyes were really fantastic. Because, again, it is him, like, checking in on Stark. Hey, you doing good? Yep, I'm doing good. All right, peace out. I owe you guys a favor. I want to make sure to repay that. And Methode's kind of nudge him. You forgot something. You forgot a little thing. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, you got that. Let's live long lives. It's so good. Again, like, it's kind of counter to the statements that kept happening this entire little arc here, is the kind mages die early. Anybody that has kindness will die early. And right here, it's literally Stark saying, we just survived. We are two good men that just survived. And I want us to keep surviving as good men. I think the title of this video is Good Men Must Live On, Live Long Lives, or something like that. It's so good. It's so good. But no, the side of Fern, Methode, and Frieren, I wasn't really expecting this, honestly, because it really did feel like Frieren was trying to nudge Fern to fight the fight alone, but it ended up being Fern working with Methode. So it wasn't necessarily Fern being able to take down this enemy by herself. It's good because it's showing Fern being resourceful to those around her rather than just Frieren. So she is being resourceful with Methode, but it's really more of just her taking advantage of a moment that Methode opened up. If Fern didn't have Methode nearby, she's screwed. She didn't go to Methode and say, hey, get an opportunity to knock out this fog. Fern just finally seen the opportunity when it finally happened, disappeared. I love that. She's like trying to survive this entire time. This guy's coming after her. And then at some point, he's like, wait, the fog's cleared? Whatever. I can just reopen it. Wait, where'd that chick go? It's like, it goes dead silent. I just love that silence because Fern's just gone. She just went ninja mode. She just stealth mode. She just went right back into stealth. She's hiding somewhere. Boosh. And then, yes, a little bit later on, boosh, kills the other one from miles away. We're talking like I would assume it's maybe like, 10 miles away or something like that. But it was super good. But no, Methode's side of the thing, very, very interesting. Now, yes, Fern against her opponent was difficult because it was unconventional. This person that's able to create a fog, that's able to detect people no matter how little mana you're showing, no matter how much you conceal, they're still able to detect people. With Methode, she's saying that they are not unconventional. They're very conventional. They're just very, they perfected it. They basically perfected it. They're good at defending while attacking at the same time. That makes it difficult. But as we get into Methode here, the interesting thing that they reveal is that at some point she realized I got to clear this stuff. It's messing up things. I got to work with Fern here. Normally I would have done this, so I got to clear this fog out. So I got to go crazy. I got to get a little crazy. Starts just barraging like crazy. And at some point, this demon says, I recognize this fighting style. It's the style of a clan in the north that just focus on hunting demons. That's all they do. But it seems like they notice at some point, there's an oddity here. They're not acting entirely like them, so I can't rely on that completely. There's something different about Methode. And Methode realized at some point, you figured it out, right? She's different than her clan. Again, this goes back to that parallels with Geno's story because Geno feels like he's this person that's not a good person. He doesn't care about other people. Methode is similar in a story here, which I assume is why Sire wants to have Methode be with Geno, is the fact that her clan seems like heartless people that all they care about is just hunting down demons. They eat, sleep, breathe, killing demons. Whereas with Methode herself, she claims that she feels that her people, her clan, would never survive this fight because they don't understand how fun magic is. So it seems to imply that despite the fact that she's from this clan and she's incredibly powerful and she's really skilled at killing demons, no shock there, right? Because again, we've seen signs that she was able to fight Fern. But she's really, really good at combat. But she also loves magic. So it kind of implies this idea that she's really good at manipulating magic. She's looked into magic. She's good at kind of reading magic. I would imagine someone that sees fun in magic will study a lot of different types of magic. And so that applies to her and her knowledge of magic to be able to undo this fog, to get around it, to dispel it. So that shows that her little kind of special feat there, her little specialty that she has is, I can kill demons really good, but I can also get around a lot of magics too. Unconventional magic, specifically unconventional magic. They point out this demon was unconventional. Nobody else would really figure this out, but her who loves magic. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, she was badass. Very badass. I love it, I love it, I love it. Which sucks because, yes, after all this stuff ends, she ends up confronting Frieren and says, hey, it's kind of dangerous to be up here without a priest. Want me to come with you guys? Can I come with you guys? You know, just all I charge is head pats. All I charge is head pats. I'll work with you. All I get is head pats. That's all I need. Yeah, we're waiting for somebody that we've not really talked about for literally an entire season and that we never really think about ever in the entire series. But for some reason now we're like really set on wanting to have this one guy from a long time ago be a part of our party. So sorry, Methode, you hot lady, even though you've been in the show and been with our party probably just as much, we don't want you in. They haven't been with them as much because they were traveling together with, what's his name? Sign, yeah, that guy. They were traveling with Sign for a while, so they must have been together for what could have been months, so it's a bummer. Yeah, she's also like, and there's another thing. Fern gets really mad when you're around. She's like, I like you too, Fern. You're super adorable. I love you. I love whenever you're angry. It's so good. It's so good. I like it later on where Stark's like, was that a good idea to turn her down? We already have Sign, so we're waiting for Sign to come back. He's like, no, I mean, he'll get really angry at the fact that we turned down an older lady. We already have an old lady. Frieren's dead set on like proving to Sign that she is the old lady of the party. You don't need another old lady. It's goofy, but anyways, that's all for me to say. This is an incredible episode. I love this episode so freaking much. Such a good episode. Such great combat sequences. Amazing animation. My gosh. Chef kiss. I think they really did a good job with Geno's character. Just a really conflicted character, not realizing how good he is or not accepting how good he is. I think that's really the thing that I kept saying throughout this entire arc was this guy doesn't want to accept that he's a good person. Somebody needs to wake him up to that. And I think it's a proven sign how hard he worked to get to Stark. Wrap his wounds while he's bleeding out and making sure to save his life. Save the partner that he wasn't able to save before. So good. Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's the deal. More dead, cute demon girls, and that's always the sucky part about all this crap. Is cute demon girls, and they probably all like transform into cute anime girls just to make us upset. We'll come to find out later on that Ubel's actually a demon and that they gotta kill her too because she's too hot and she's just a demon actually. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, hit the like button down below. If you like this content, you want to support the channel more, become a member. Until next time, y'all take care.